Welcome back to Star Fox. We're going to Macbeth in this part. Yeah, it's
Macbeth.
named after... Shut up. It's named after that fucking one Shakespearean story. I don't know why. There's nothing pertaining to that. It just is.
I think
So-
Macbeth is just a name.
Yeah, but everyone knows it from Shakespeare.
Maybe Miyamoto just really likes Shakespeare. In which case, Hamlet was better. I never actually read Macbeth, so I can't say. I just like Hamlet a lot.
Anyways, this is a pretty cool level. It's more of like a cave.
Yeah, it actually looks different. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, they've used these rock models before. They're just orange now.
I just like the
But I think
about them.
they did a good job. They have some coming from the ceilings and everything, so you get sold the effect that this is a cave, and it makes sense, and it's cool. This level is kind of one of the easiest ones on the path. For some reason, it's right before Venom. So maybe it's just because I'm like bomb spamming, but
Hey, you're just utilizing your tools.
I don't know exactly.
What's wrong with that? Is there a limited amount of bombs you can get, or are they random drops?
They're not random drops. They drop from fixed things every time.
So you can
depending
plan
on
it
the
out
route.
how many bombs you'll have.
Yeah,
At each point. Okay.
but you can only hold 5 at once.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You,
I expect
you
a
need
limit
to,
on there.
If you know that there are bombs coming, then you should probably use them. Is basically the strat.
Yeah.
It's like Resident Evil, when you know that, like, if you've replayed it a few times, you know that there's like some Magnum ammo coming up, so you use some of your Magnum ammo now to save some space. Easy peasy.
I like a lot of planning like that if a game does it well.
Yeah, it helps a lot with replayability and these sorts
Yeah.
of things.
My favorite thing was like getting used to only ever needing to kill like 1 or 2 zombies at most in Chris's campaign, so I wouldn't even carry extra ammo on me. So I would just only have what was in the gun and assume that I would use it all, and then I'd refill at the next save point. Stuff like that. I thought it was really fun.
It's crazy that the end game for most Resident Evil games, and being good at them, is just never killing anything. Unless you absolutely have to. So you end up with tons of ammo by the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, like, I wouldn't mind using more ammo, because, like, I certainly did in, like, Resident Evil 2. I killed a lot more things. The remake, I should add. But in Resident Evil 1, not only do you have to kill them, you also have to keep them from coming back later. And that's kind of what hurt it for me. And why I had to save all the ammo, because it's like, well, I don't know how many uses I'm going to have to, like, fully take out bodies. And I don't want to take the chance of not destroying their head. Which I always
Yeah, well,
found annoying.
that's like the kind of thing we were talking about, though, is like you learn it from replaying, and then you can plan around it for future playthroughs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm more like how it's kind of like in the Final Fantasy games, where you're generally, especially in something like 7, you're given enough items to work with throughout the levels.
Yeah.
Like, they give you plenty of ethers, so it's like, use magic. Just use magic. You know, you got characters who are only supposed to be spellcasters, so they have no physical damage. Don't have them hitting stuff. Just make them use spells. You'll have plenty of ethers to cover for it. I like that kind of stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Where you learn resource management that way. But when you first play it, you're probably going to be a lot more stingy with it, because you don't know how much is going to be there.
Yeah,
Resident Evil, I feel, is a little bit too much in the opposite direction, where even once you know the game very well, then you're just hardcore hoarding resources even more.
Yeah, because there's, at higher levels of play, for Resident Evil, there's like almost no reason to ever shoot anything. So I think they should find a balance, because even in like the most shooty bang bang action driven Resident Evil, well, discounting 5 and 6, Resident Evil 4, a lot of those encounters you can just skip. And that might be because that game was rushed, but I feel like it's possible to do in every Resident Evil game, so I feel like it must be part of the design.
But the problem if you do that in 5 or in 4 though is, well, you need to be able to get money, so you can get upgrades.
Well, yeah, that's
or
what the
you're gonna
treasures
have a really
are
bad
for.
time with bosses.
You just grab the treasures and you're fine.
I wonder if you can like skip everything enough and just grab treasures and just keep buying RPGs for other bosses.
You pretty much can. There are some bosses that it's just like, it's so easy, why would you buy a rocket launcher for it? But like, you can pretty much have a rocket launcher at every boss if you are managing your money right. Like, if you never get any upgrades for your weapons especially, it's super easy to do. But if you never get upgrades for your weapons, then the game becomes harder elsewhere, so...
Yeah. Interesting.
This is the Resident Evil playthrough, apparently.
I'm sorry I haven't played Star Fox, alright?
I was thinking about it. I would really love a Star Fox game that's still, like, on rails and action-y like this. But it did a little bit, it brought back a little bit more of the resource management from this game because, like in Star Fox 64, you can kind of hoard bombs. I think you can hold up to 8, which is way more than you can in this, and way more than you'll ever need at any one time. And they just keep spawning everywhere. Like, that game gives you bombs like they're candy. So it's really a non-factor in that. And then jump forward to Star Fox Zero because that's the closest like on rails Star Fox game to this. Every level is just its own individual thing because they designed that game such that you could select levels from the map to replay them to, you know, be able to go back for higher scores and whatever. Rather than having to do a full route playthrough like this game or 64. So you just start always with 3 bombs no matter what at the beginning of each level, if you started from the map. So it's like a non-factor in that game. I don't remember how it works in Assault. I haven't played that one enough to really be able to tell, but I don't think it's really a factor in that game either. So, and that would be the last Star Fox game that is even close to the original Star Fox game design. So
where's the Star Fox survival horror?
You know, it wouldn't be out of the question to see something like that appear if it were in the 2000s for this series, because they were just doing whatever with Star Fox for a while there. Well, I say for a while there.
Section. That's weird.
No, it's scripted turns around. Like you're doing runs at this this ship to try and destroy.
The game turns around on its own. Okay, I see.
Yeah, the ship itself also turns around, so you guys are like kind of playing chicken with each other, and you're just trying to shoot out the gunner spots on the top. I missed my bombs, so this is going to be the most annoying fight in the game. Even though I'm already over halfway, this is gonna take me a while.
Oh no.
It's so hard to hit this thing. I don't know why. And you can't go into first person during this fight.
I always hate it when there's a boss with like just one thing left on it you gotta destroy, but it's so annoying to hit. And
yeah,
you gotta
that
keep
is
going
exactly
through all
this.
the phases over and over again. It just takes forever.
Ugh.
And then you get close to death because you're impatient, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, how am I not hitting this thing sometimes? Oh, sometimes it's just the thing that you need to shoot is closed, so you can't even like get shots at it. And when it opens, you're not even sure how you're aiming at it entirely. Yeah. So, and if you get too close, you'll run into the ship, and that obviously does a ton of damage. So
I see the vision. Your vision kind of sucked.
It's not that the vision sucked. It's just that this execution is horrible. Like 64 onward have bosses like this where you're like doing like flight runs on a thing and bombing a deck or whatever, that are really cool.
Flight deck.
This must be the flight deck. Look at that. Another 100%.
So it only counts as a reference, but we didn't actually say the name.
I know. I just want to say I got 200% right in a row. I'm feeling pretty good.
Nice.
I know I was using save states, but like, come on, it's pretty impressive for this game. This level took me forever. This is the hardest stuff in this game by far. You got stuff that crushes you, and obviously it's like running into a building, so it hurts really bad. Grab that shield. Otherwise you will not make it.
So I would never beat this level in my life.
This part I hate with these freaking pillars. I don't know why flying near the top works so good. You would think you would get hit by them as they're like flying above you, but I don't think the hitbox is active while they're at the top of the screen like that.
Well, thank goodness.
So, but if they're on the ground and you run into them like I just did, you'll waste your shield. So
This is not the professional gameplay I expect of Crazy Jelly Commentaries.
this is effectively my Doom 2016 playthrough for this channel. With how much I had to redo.
Yeah.
Okay, and these things that switch can eat my toe. You can tell how many times I've done runs on this.
Yeah.
I've got it memorized. I never figured that one out. That one always got me, but I was able to get the checkpoint, so it was fine. And I missed something. I think it's because I didn't fly through those arches on the left. Yeah, that's how you find most of the secrets in this, is by flying through arches. I think another either bomb or twin laser can spawn right here if you fly through all those arches, but yeah. I like those kinds of secrets in these games. It kind of would be very lame if it didn't have anything like that, so.
Yeah.
Pop in. Pop in. Ow. Pop in. Stop it. Stop.
Wario
Stop.
Kishimoto plays this game. He's going to get ideas.
This is where he got the idea for you-know-what.
It's not pop-in. It's a feature. And it's an obstacle that you can't see. Genius.
Genius.
Time to go on Twitter and ask everyone how they like it.
I love that they were just so unsure about that game that they had to go onto Twitter and be like, "Hey guys, what'd you think?"
Pretty good, right?
No, actually. Oh. This thing reminds me of a particular mech from Godzilla. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. It's like in the Space Godzilla movie.
Nope.
There's a robot that the military makes, but it's really like, it's not even, I was gonna say it's kind of shitty, but it's like, it's half a ground tank and half a like flying ship, and they combine into like a mech.
This looks like it was really easy.
No. This fight took me quite a number of
there's
attempts.
more. I see.
Yeah, now you gotta shoot the head, which is flying all over the place, while this thing is coming at you and throwing stuff at you as well. I mean, this is the easier part of the fight. The first part of the fight was actually pretty tough because of the steel balls it would throw at you.
Steel
which
ball
is not...
run.
Yes? I guess.
I just want to make a JoJo's reference.
I can't believe they released one episode of that and then they just fucked off.
They're like, criticize us for part 6, will ya?
We'll do it even worse this time.
One episode every 6 months, and you'll like it.
They combined the worst parts of Part 5's release, where they released one episode way in advance, and then Part 6's release, where it's in batches. God.
No, some shows would do that, but with like, they would do the first episode, but in a movie theater, or like at a convention.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a good month or two early, which is whatever, you know, okay, people are paying to see that. It's like, okay, you're there because you want to see it. And they were just like, okay, but let's do that for everybody, and they'll love it, right?
I think that is like the thing they were trying to do with Steel Ball Run, but like they have that Netflix exclusivity, so they had to do it on Netflix. You know. It is a very good episode, if you haven't seen it.
I have no idea why they went to Netflix so hard for, like, JoJo, because JoJo the anime was doing well, and it's not like the studio's in trouble, because, like, their shows since been big with JoJo, like Fire Force and Urusei Yatsura, both did really well, from what I understand.
I feel like they just were like,
something.
well, most people watch this on Netflix, so let's just partner with Netflix or whatever. I don't know.
No, I was part of the problem.
Yeah, because I watched JoJo on Netflix.
Part 1 and 2 and 3, I think 4 and 5, I had to watch it on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I watched part 1 and 2 on Netflix, and then I did part 3 onwards on Crunchyroll. Oh, I almost one-cycled him. No. Oh, but now he's got a new form. New form. Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but we're at the Andros fight again, if you didn't realize. And he's just a little bit harder. Just a little bit. The eyeballs take way more punishment.
I'm giving him the same school of thought I had when I saw the Egg Emperor for the 3rd time.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yay.
Let's go.
2 cycles, not bad for that version of the fight. I actually hit the bomb strat that I was talking about last time, if you guys remember. But,
does he have any other forms, or is it just the one?
I think it's just that. I'm pretty sure it's just that. But,
too much space.
Yeah, they couldn't fit any more into this game. Well, that was Star Fox. Da-dab-da-dab-da-dab.
I will never play this game.
I mean, that's perfectly fair and reasonable.
I don't mind trying like later games, but I don't think I will ever play this one.
I think this game kind of kicks ass. I personally, I mean, I obviously I'm fine with the performance issues and everything. So I kind of prefer this to Star Fox 64. I think 64 is a really great video game. But I just find it a little too easy for my taste and a little too, I don't know, they just kind of did some weird stuff with that one. This is just pure straightforward space flight levels that are all really hard, so. And I believe this is my best performance on any of the levels.
Nice.
Well, actually, no, I think the average for this is going to end up being lower because of those 292s.
Yeah.
Because I got like a 97 average on level 2, I think, and this is going to be like 96 or something. Yeah, I would recommend this game. I would say maybe play 64 first, because that'll ease you into the Star Fox world. It's a very straightforward, very easy rail shooter. I don't want to make it sound like it's like a baby game. It's pretty fun still, so I would recommend it.
Babies.
Yeah, only real Nintendo gamers play the original Star Fox.
You want to be a baby, or you want to play Doom Eternal? Be cool.
Yeah. At the end of the day, my favorite Star Fox game is Star Fox Zero, so it's gonna be a while before we get to that one. But thankfully, I don't know if it's thankfully or not, but there's only like 9 Star Fox games total, and 4 of them are this game remade. So
there's nothing that hurts me more when I like something, but that's critically panned because people just don't get it. And that's
what's an example for you?
You put me on the spot.
I did. You opened the door for being put on the spot.
I mean, Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, that's true.
Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah. You could really slot any Sonic game into this discussion, and someone will be like, "Yeah, that one's pretty misunderstood."
Mm-hmm.
Sonic CD for a lot of classic Sonic fans, Sonic Superstars as well. For obviously, pretty much every Star Fox game after 64 is very unpopular with most mainstream audiences, but like hardcore Star Fox fans still really like them, me included. I love Adventures, as it's like a weird Zelda-like and everything, but it's still fun.
I guess Final Fantasy 13 would be another one for me.
Yeah,
It's a heavily misunderstood game.
because that one I only hear about how linear it is, and that's all anyone talks about with that game.
So was 10. 10 was just as linear, guys. Linearity was not the problem.
Star Fox Assault, to keep it on Star Fox for a bit, is especially a weird one to be contentious, in my opinion, because it is just like kind of a modernized, for the time, classic styled Star Fox game. And they added these cool on-foot missions where you're exploring like bigger open areas and doing missions that way rather than just the on-rail stuff. And because it's not on rails, people are like, "Oh, this sucks. It's not Star Fox." You know, even though I think the on-ground stuff is pretty fun in that game. I have not played the only Star Fox game I have yet to play is Star Fox Command for the DS. That one I can kind of understand why it's contentious. But we'll probably do a playthrough on that, so I'll just save my thoughts for there.
Boot up Melon DS.
Pretty much, because that's the only way I can record it. Gonna have to play with a mouse, because that whole game is controlled with a stylus.
Mm-hmm. No, we can't anger, though, the anti-fun crowd. So we have to, we can't modify, we can't use emulators. So we have to take a camera and just put it in front of the DS. Yeah.
So you guys will have to play through, have to deal with my hand blocking the screen. Because that's how that game is.
Yep.
But
it's the true way to play it.
This is just the beginning of Star Fox, obviously, but it's just the beginning for Star Fox for Crazy Jelly Commentaries as well, because we will be doing every Star Fox game. I'm saying that now. It will happen. Give it some time though, because 9 games. I kind of want to spread those out. I'm not counting the new one as a new game. But
you know what, by making you sit through all Blaster Master, I'll sit through all Star Fox for you.
Hey, at least Star Fox is good and interesting to watch.
I could have recorded the versions of that with voice acting. That would have been a little more interesting.
Probably, but then we would have stopped commentating to listen more.
No, it's all in Japanese. I don't know what you'd be listening to.
The voices. Well, that was an awkward end. We'll end it there. Thank you for watching our Star Fox playthrough. And someday we'll be back for Star Fox 64. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, we hope you have a good one. We'll see you later.